Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. It's the Los Angeles Clippers and the Miami Heat. Three-pointer, Beal. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Beal.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
And so it's James with it. He brings it up for Miami. And it's James with the jam.
Knifing to the rim with such power. Watching LeBron on the attack is so much fun.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Pass to O'Neal. Out to James. 6 to shoot. Drives to the hoop. Rebounded by Lopez.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Inside, Garland outplays his size, using speed and agility to get it done.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Brook Lopez. Miami shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Now the Clippers with it. Now Leonard. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. The layup off target. The 3, James. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Well, LeBron is a guy who can score from anywhere. He's comfortable taking long-range shots.
And the shot is good by Garland.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Hero for 3. And the Heat, another 3.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now here's Garland. And here's Collins for 3. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland.
He must have been feeling it. The opposition.
Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, I can't tell you what a difference second chance points make in a game. That can be the factor that swings the outcome.
Pass to Wade. O'Neal inside. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's Leonard. And Leonard throws it down hard.
Yeah, the level of creativity Leonard has is just special. He's capable of some really memorable throwdowns.
Now here's Garland. Out to Leonard. On the take. And the layup is good off the glass. Leonard's got 7 points.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Basket's good.
Oh, this is why you get Leonard the ball inside and just let him go to work.
Here's James.
Whoa! Oh, sweet move.
Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Setting up for that all the way.
Hey, that's the kind of thing you have to envision before you even try it.
That was sensational. And you gotta love seeing a guy having fun out there.
So it's Miami now, following the score by Los Angeles. It's James with the drive. And it's James with the jam.
Yeah, no doubt about it. LeBron is in attack mode tonight. He's looking to score every time he touches the ball.
And it's Lopez with the jam.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges. I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Off the inbound pass. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's...
The Clippers, 25.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on Miami so far?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
Here's Mathurin. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Wade drives in. Here's the three. Gets the three ball to go. Rice has got 5 points.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get one.
Jones misses.
Looking to answer the three from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Here's Wade. Three-pointer off the mark. Clippers trail by 4. Inside. Here's Conan Niederhauser. Good work defensively by James. Over to the wing. Here's Rice. Connects from downtown. Give him 8 points now.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure.
Here's Dunn. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Heat leading by 7. O'Neal on the wing. And an intentional foul right there. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. 4-3. Rebounded by Conan Niederhauser.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
To halt the run. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. O'Neal goes up again. Can't get the layup. Clippers trail by 5. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Team foul.
Outside Jones. Pass to Dunn. Back to Jones. Dunn outside. Just 4 to shoot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Heat leading by 5. James outside. Hardaway on the wing. Three-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Hardaway's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. Clippers. 1:57 left to play in the half. Here's Garland. Leonard up top. Down low. And Hero grabs the board. And it's Miami's ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Pass to O'Neal. Now here's Smith. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3 seconds. Quickly call.
Clippers trail by 8. And here's Beal. Yet to see a basket. Yep, that one goes.
The defender did what he could, but Beal read it perfectly and made something happen.
Pass to Wade. Driving inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. James inside. Smith outside. Lets it go from deep. Hits a three-pointer. And it's an 11-point Miami lead.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And it's Miami with a rebound.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
James can't get it to go. Here's Leonard. That's short off the rim. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Miami out in front, up 9. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
33.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And Miami decides to take their first time out here. Clippers trail by 9. Here's Garland. Rebounded by LeBron.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Unloads. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Beal into the lane. And then Beal with the dunk.
Decisive drive and finish right there. Beal sees everything out there so quickly. I love it. Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Here's Garland. To the paint. Here's Miller. It's deflected. James deciding where to go with it. Here's LeBron. Bradley Beal puts it in.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Just so special scoring the ball. Beal's got every shot in his arsenal, including that nice pull-up.
Clippers trail by 8. With the drive, and then Beal with the dunk.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Nails it from beyond the arc. Wade's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he simply makes them pay for the lackluster defense.
The drive by Garland, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, if you give Garland even the slightest lane, you can be sure that he's going to take it right to the rim.
Hero with the bucket.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Counted from distance.
3 points.
Collins has got 6.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Doesn't get much better than that. LeBron putting some muscle on the slam.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Clippers trail by 9.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Dunn. Driving to the basket.
Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Hey, it takes a lot of confidence and ability to pull off that reverse.
Hey, from anyone else, it'd be shocking. But this guy, he's got it. He's that talented.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Here's Leonard. Leonard spikes it down.
And just continuing to pile it on. Leonard is such a ruthless player.
James. Oh! Huge slam by LeBron.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Miami leading by 10.